So guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are well. Hope you guys are staying safe. I hope everything's good in the hood. So guys, someone's asked me, and I was going to do this video. I said on my live stream yesterday that someone asked me that Manny Pacquiao, if he was to pull it off, where would he rank in, would he have claim to GOAT status if he beats Errol Spence? Some people may say that Manny Pacquiao has a claim to that already. Personally, in my opinion, I think that that would be an incredible achievement. If he was to beat Errol Spence, bearing in mind, I know people don't agree with me. I have Manny Pacquiao in my top 5. And I know a lot of you Filipino fans will agree with me, but a lot of fans around the world, boxing fans, don't agree with me. I just think an 8 division world champion, with what he's done, who he's beat, the amount of world champions he's beaten, for me, he's in the top 8. Top 5 pound for pound of all time. Mayweather for me is in the top 5 as well. And I know a lot of you guys won't like me saying that, but he is. If Manny Pacquiao beats Errol Spence, I believe he's definitely surpasses Mayweather. I think that debate is over. And some people may say it's not a debate at the minute. I believe it is. If he was to beat Errol Spence, my goodness, that puts him above Mayweather. And he may be the GOAT. He may be the GOAT. You could say that Manny Pacquiao is in the conversation for the GOAT. Now, there's not going to be people, even if he beats Errol Spence, not everybody's going to say he's the greatest of all time. It's a matter of opinion. What I'm saying is, he's in that discussion. He's in that discussion. When you're talking about who's the greatest fighter of all time, Manny Pacquiao's name comes into that discussion. Without question, it comes into that discussion. And if you think otherwise, then I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Because you cannot tell me that a 42-year-old champion, because I still think Manny's a champion. He never got beat in the ring. He beat Keith Thurman. That was incredible at 40. To beat a formidable fighter like Keith Thurman, a great welterweight fighter like Keith Thurman is good enough. But then to go and beat Errol Spence, who's probably top 5 pound for pound. I know the Ring Magazine have him at number 8, which I think is quite harsh. I think he should be way higher than that. Way higher than that. And in my personal opinion, if Pacquiao can pull this off, which a lot of you doubt, right? A lot of you said that he wouldn't even face Errol Spence. He wouldn't even get in the ring. And I was saying, don't doubt Manny's heart. Don't question Manny Pacquiao's warrior nature, because he is a warrior. He's proven that. And if you question that, then you're not a boxing fan right now. Manny Pacquiao is a warrior. And a win against Errol Spence is historic, because for me, that might be the greatest win by an over 40-year-old of all time. That might be the greatest win up there. I wouldn't say the greatest win, but up there as one of the greatest wins. Bearing in mind how much smaller Manny is to Errol Spence in terms of size-wise, height-wise, reach-wise. Spence has all the physical advantages. And how old he is. 41, 42. I think he's 41, going 42. Honestly, guys, I can't explain to you how incredible this is. The fact that we're even, like, some people even think that he's got a chance against Errol, he's going to beat Errol. That's incredible. That blows your mind. That blows your mind. I think we are taking Manny Pacquiao for granted, what he's doing. And there was a lot of people like, oh, who's Manny going to fight? What's going on? Manny's not fighting anybody. And then, boom, Manny just comes out of anywhere and then just takes on the best welterweight, in my opinion, the most dangerous welterweight in the division. If he wins, Manny Pacquiao is already my favorite fighter of this era. Mayweather, Canelo, Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao for me had the most impact on me. Manny Pacquiao had the most impact on me. His fights, exciting. He's elite. He's got great chin. You know, he's shown a great stamina. Got great punching power. The man has it all. Longevity. Dedicated. You know, these are all things that fighters can learn from. The dedication that this man had. Justin Fortune said that Manny Pacquiao's a gym rat. He stays in the gym. Even when he's like not doing boxing, he's playing basketball. He's always active. He's always keeping himself fit. He's not idle. Manny Pacquiao's a celebrity. He's a celebrity. But he's not let his celebrity status get to him. He's not let the celebrity status take over him. He's become more dedicated as time has gone by. Because I'll tell you why. Boxing is his life. Canelo Alvarez, boxing is their life. They don't do anything but boxing. They want to create a legacy. For these guys, you know what it is for Pacquiao? Pacquiao gets a buzz out of creating legacy. It's like some people get a buzz out of making a lot of money. Right? They get a buzz out of it. They want to keep making more. They want to keep making more. And they can never make enough. And like normal people will be like, oh, this guy's got so much money. Just let it go. It becomes like an addiction. It becomes like, you know, I want to make more money. With Pacquiao, it's I want to be greater. I want to be even great. It's become like an obsession for him that he wants to be great. He wants to be greater. He wants to keep pushing the boundaries. That's Manny Pacquiao. That's why he works so hard. That's why, because he wants to create a legacy that cannot be surpassed. He wants to create a record that can't be touched. And you can't say he's doing it in a way where he doesn't deserve it. Because there's certain fighters that get old and then you think that, oh, they're getting fights because of their name. Pacquiao's getting fights on merit. Guys aren't just fighting him because, you know, he's a big name and they know they can beat him and they can become stars. No. He's earning the right. He's earning the right to be in there with Spence. It's probably Spence's toughest fight. And that's incredible at his age because it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. He's in with a chance to beat Errol Spence. Man, we're taking this guy for granted. I feel like Mayweather got taken for granted. I feel like Mayweather didn't get the respect he deserved. But Pacquiao's kind of taking it to a next level because he's now fighting the next generation. Mayweather fought everybody of his generation and then another generation and then another generation. Don't get me wrong. But now Pacquiao's fighting the best of the other generation. So the 2015, 16 that were coming, like, you know, were coming through like the Spences, like your Thurmans that were coming through that were becoming world champions when Mayweather was kind of on the way out. Pacquiao's fighting those guys now. Pacquiao fought Adrian Broner, Pacquiao fought Keith Thurman, and now Pacquiao's fighting Errol Spence. A win against Errol Spence puts Pacquiao's legacy unrivaled with anyone in this era. I'm not saying that people are going to say, well, Mayweather beat him, etc. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is resume-wise and what he's achieved and the names that he'll have on his resume. Let's not forget, he's beat Keith Thurman and Errol Spence. Obviously, if he beats Errol Spence, he'll have two elite welterweights on his resume. And Errol Spence is probably now considered the best welterweight. I know Crawford and him. But it wouldn't put it past Manny to even fight Crawford if he beats Spence. He's that type of guy. He's driven by legacy. This is why when I said that I think Manny Pacquiao will fight Mikey Garcia, I was thinking the reason why he might fight Mikey Garcia, because Mikey Garcia is a big name. Mikey Garcia is a big payday. And I think Mikey Garcia would be a good fight for Manny Pacquiao to get back into it. Get back to his form. But Manny Pacquiao said, you know what? I don't care. He's actually said the layoff will do me good. He's actually said the 2-year layoff is going to do me better. I needed my body to recover. I needed my body to rest. Because the Thurman fight was very tough. Like, look at his mindset. I needed my body to recover. That 2 year that I took off is going to help me be better. That just shows that the guy, man, the guy is phenomenal. The guy's phenomenal. And for me, personally, If he beats Errol Spence, I think he goes, like, you could be in the top three, he could be top one, he could be the number one, he could be the GOAT. He has claim to GOAT status if he wins against Errol Spence. See, GOAT status and people say greatest of all time, that's a subjective. It's no right or wrong answer. No right or wrong answer. It's a very subjective, it's opinion. You know, it's an opinion. But I don't know how anyone can look at Manny Pacquiao's resume. How anyone cannot go through his resume and see the amount of elite champions he's beat, the way he's beat them, emphatically, and respect this guy's career, respect this guy's achievements, because it's second to none. It's unrivaled. It's unmatched. He's an icon. And a lot of people say Manny doesn't get the credit. Manny doesn't get the credit. And I'll disagree with that. I believe Manny Pacquiao is one of the most beloved boxers. Manny Pacquiao is one of the most loved boxers around the world. People in the UK love him. Right? Now, I saw some people come on the live stream yesterday and say, Imran, you know, you guys are hating. You think Spence are going to win. Listen to me. Right? Manny Pacquiao is loved. Loved. But don't get it twisted. When people are picking against him, they're picking against him because of where he's at in his career. They're not picking against him because they don't like him. Listen, most people want to see Manny win this fight. They want to see Manny because they have an inbuilt love for Manny. They have an inbuilt, like, Manny Pacquiao is one of those fighters where he's loved by everyone. Like, he's just loved. And he's loved by a lot of people. So when I say that I think Errol Spence is going to win, yeah, you can hate. You can say, oh, he's a hater. No, I'm not a hater. Because I've never picked anybody to beat Manny Pacquiao. I've never, since I've been on YouTube, I've never ever predicted Manny Pacquiao would lose a fight. Or even when he's lost fights, like Horn, for example, I picked him to beat Horn. And I don't think he lost that fight, by the way. But even the Marquez fight, I wasn't on YouTube at that point. But when he lost to Marquez, I expected him to beat Marquez. So what I'm trying to say is that this is the first time, and the only reason, and I've said it many times, that I think Manny Pacquiao would beat Errol Spence comfortably in his prime. Some people disagree with me. Errol Spence fans and can say, no. Errol Spence could beat Manny Pacquiao even in his prime. I totally disagree with that. Errol Spence ain't beating no prime Manny Pacquiao. That's for sure. Prime Manny Pacquiao was a beast. I saw Pacquiao in his prime. I saw what he did to De La Hoya. I saw what he did to Ricky Hatton. I saw what he did to Miguel Cotto. I saw what he did to Shane Mosley. I saw what he did to Antonio Margarito. I saw what he did to Joshua Clottey. I saw what he did to these guys. And for me, Errol Spence wouldn't get near him. Won't get near him. Too strong, too fast. But now, he's older. The fight's a lot more even. For me, it's a 60-40 fight in Spence's favor. So, Manny Pacquiao still, for me, I'm still giving him 40%. Still a very high chance he can pull it off. Some people probably give him no chance. I give him a chance because it's Manny Pacquiao. And like I said, when I first got into boxing, right, Manny Pacquiao was one of the fighters that I was attracted to, that I watched, that I got into boxing watching. So that's why I kind of have a favoritism towards him, which people say on my channel, Imran, have any favorites. Be neutral. I am neutral. And that's why I'm saying I think Spence probably wears Manny out later on in the fight and stops him, or, stops him late on. By the way, I think if the fight goes to points, I think it's anyone's fight. I think there's a good chance that Spence could outwork him and beat him. But you've got to understand, guys, that when someone, like with me, my heart is with Pacquiao and says Pacquiao, but my head says Spence, because Spence, for me, is in his prime. He's young, he's undefeated, he's never lost. Yes, people say he's not fought a Pacquiao. Yes, No one's prepared to fight Pacquiao. No one's fought a Pacquiao. No one's fought anybody on the level of a Pacquiao. You know, how many how many fighters? I'm saying he's top 5 fighter of all time. You know, how many fighters have fought a top 5 fighter of all time? You know, let's be real. So, you know, of course, no, they haven't fought. You know, Spence hasn't fought a Pacquiao, but that doesn't mean he can't beat Pacquiao at this stage. It's a great fight, guys. It's a great fight. I'm excited. But in my opinion, if Manny Pacquiao beats Errol Spence, to answer the question bluntly and answer the question, I believe Manny Pacquiao has a claim for GOAT status. I'm not going to say he's the... I think if he beats Crawford, if Manny Pacquiao beats Errol Spence and Crawford, 1,000,000% he's the GOAT. If he beats Errol Spence, he has claim to GOAT status. He has claim. If you guys were to come onto my channel and say, Imran, Manny Pacquiao is the GOAT, I'm not going to argue with you. Because he has claim to that. Because he deserves to be in that discussion. Because his body of work is unreal. Unrivaled. So, leave your thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'd love to know your opinion about this. Is Manny Pacquiao the greatest fighter of all time if he beats Errol Spence? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.